Hey, what's going on? My name is Eric, and today we're making the classic hamburger. The classic burger to me includes homemade buns, my own burger sauce, homemade pickles, lettuce, tomato, and onion, and of course 8 ounces of beautiful ground beef. I'm going to show you how to do all of that today. Please stick around for the whole video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Sit back and relax and enjoy. To start, we're going to make this tangzhong for our burger buns, and this is done by adding milk, either whole milk or buttermilk, to a medium-sized saucepan and 6 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. We're going to mix that off the heat until it is combined, and then we're adding it to medium heat, whisking constantly until this is a thick mashed potato-y like substance. We're going to add this to the bowl of our stand mixer, and we're going to let that sit for about an hour until it gets to room temperature. Add 4 eggs to that bowl, and additionally, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil, salt, sugar, and yeast, measurements down below, and 3 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. First, we're mixing on low speed for 3 minutes until this dough is roughly combined. Should look like that. We're going to scrape this dough down onto the bottom of our stand mixer and mix on medium-low speed for about 10 to 15 minutes until it is looking a bit more combined like this. Scrape down again, and then we're going to cube up some chilled butter. This is unsalted butter, and add half of it to our stand mixer. We're going to mix this on low speed for 5 minutes until that butter is thoroughly combined. Add the remaining half of your butter, and then you're going to mix on low speed again until that is thoroughly combined. Now we're cutting the speed. We're going to lift up, check on it. That's what it should look like, a bit smoother. And we're going to mix for 10 to 15 more minutes on medium-low speed until this is looking like really smooth and supple. It starts to look pretty beautiful, to be honest with you. We're adding this to our countertop, and I'm just going to fold it over itself a few times until it is really smooth, just like that. Absolutely beautiful. Cover in plastic wrap, and first let it rest at room temperature for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then we're going to add it to our refrigerator. We can add it to the fridge for between 4 to 24 hours. Personally, I did opt for the overnight option here. Hey, that's me. All right. Now it has been 4 to 24 hours, we're going to press our dough down, remove any air, and we're portioning into 10 equal pieces. If you don't have a food scale, just eyeball it, should be fine. Now we're going to do this with all of our dough. We're spraying a medium-sized cookie sheet with oil, and then we're going to ball these up. So we folded it over itself, then we ballooned it sort of, and then we're gonna use it sort of like a doorknob until it is nice and circular, just like that. You can see I'm gonna repeat this process for all 10 of our buns. Now we're just going to spritz the top of this sheet with a little bit of water and then cover with plastic wrap. And we are also going to cover with a tea towel. We're going to let that sit out for about an hour and a half, and in the meantime we're going to make pickles. Using a mandolin, slicing into 1/4 inch pieces, we're adding water, vinegar, salt, and sugar to our pot, and we're going to boil, crushing up a few cloves of garlic. As soon as that comes to a boil, we're going to cut the heat, add some dill and our garlic, and we're going to fill up this container with our water. We're going to let those pickles get to room temperature, and they will be done. A little salt for good luck, of course. Been about an hour and a half, so our buns are ready to go. We're whisking up an egg for an egg wash, and we're testing to see if those are ballooning back to us. They are. So we're going to cover each bun with the egg wash, and then we're covering as well with sesame seeds. Gotta have the sesame seeds on a burger bun, that is required. We're adding to an oven that is 350 degrees for about 22 minutes, flipping halfway through and moving to the top rack. After that, we're pulling. Just be careful and watch these because it could take more or less than 22 minutes depending on the heat in your oven. Sometimes they lie to you. We're also going to make a burger sauce. So that is done by adding 1 part mayonnaise, 1 part ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, salt, garlic, as well as 3 pickles that I made earlier, cubed up into really fine pieces. We're also making bacon. Flip that constantly, add it to a paper towel, and then we're going to filter all of that bacon grease into our heat-safe tray that will be used later. We're gonna shred up some lettuce, really thin pieces for our lettuce. And we're also cutting a piece of tomato, a nice thick piece just like that. We're gonna add some salt to the lettuce, and we're also using some pickled red onions. I don't really like regular onions, so I always use pickled ones. It makes it a little sweeter. Cutting our bun in half, that's what it looks like if you were curious, and then we're going to toast that bun with a little bit of butter. We're adding our bacon grease from earlier back to our cast iron pan that's ripping hot. We're adding 1 ball of ground beef and a piece of wax paper, and we are firmly pressing down until this beef is about 1/4 of an inch thick. We're going to remove that piece of wax paper and we're going to salt the top of this immediately before cooking for about 1.5 minutes. We're flipping about halfway, and at this point you would add cheese. This is done, repeat for the next step, and you are all set. Hey, it's me, let's assemble this thing. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hot off the press bun, and we're adding, which are beautiful by the way, we're gonna add our sauce to both sides. Perfect. And don't be skimpy on the sauce, right? Shout out to my dog. You know who you are. Okay. Couple pickles. Every bite gets a pickle. That's a rule, not a suggestion. Yep. Okay. And then we're going in with our burgers. Like that. Maybe not. And then I'm going in with my tomato, because it will sit flat on the tomato. Dropping it on. We're gonna go bacon. Yep. Onion. Beautiful. And then our lettuce. Oh my God. And that thing is an absolute beef O'Brady. Okay. All right, enough screwing around. Let's eat this thing. Oh my God. Let me get a bite on the back. Oh my actual God. Flip it upside down, dude. That bun, is literal perfection. Perfection in a glass on a cutting board. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.